Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Joe Mixon.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals, nothing. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, this defense for the Cards very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
11 mighty.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Burrow will throw.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. He'll try to turn a corner, but he can't get there. And it's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown!
Chris Evans.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Open is Swaim, the tight end.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Get set. Twelve. Stop.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins, 41 yards. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cardinals, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Murray going to throw. Throw left side to Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Jones. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Chris Barnes.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Connor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go.
Play fake. Murray steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
12.
On second down, here's Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kaiser White, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the Bengals 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
Murray a give. This is counter. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Bulldozes, and he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
extra point good by Prater. And that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, you're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now Burrow on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Mixon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs and that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Jones on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Burrow's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chris Evans.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Snap comes to Murray and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. They go play action with Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Murray throwing on second down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 37 yards.
And the Bengals are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this